got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan on my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I got magic, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man, stress, so I'm bound to lie my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for it, this. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in a random flight, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Move switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Trying to tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
Sheesh, what you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm off both for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots. In today's game, we've got two teams who come in with opposite records on the season. It's the 49ers going up against the Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. First down, Garoppolo. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 2nd. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Fresh set of downs here. But he motions the wide receiver. Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And now running right through it. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, it's Tate. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again with Hyde on 1st. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 26. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Green 39. Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw is Brissett. Dumping it off for Johnson. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go! 38!
Brissett on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right at the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first and 10, Brissett. He's going to let this one go deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after.
Here we go! 38!
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They come out here in the I. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Brissett now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Brissett to throw on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Second down, Brissett. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A second down throw for Brissett. Screen play, Johnson. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 12-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Room here to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right?
This is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the back goes into motion. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Complete here. It's Hyde. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo rolling to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now out come the Patriots. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
They go play action with Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Reuben Foster picks it. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On second down, Hyde. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. A first down throw for Brissett. And right side caught Hogan. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Brissett sets to throw it, being chased out left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Watch number 29. Here we go. Flex round.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brissett now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let him know. Set. 3-19.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Detroit.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. Play action, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriots coming out now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That one goes for 24 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Running left. Here's High. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Brissett on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Brissett. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 41-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Let's go.
To throw, Brissett. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Brissett. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They run it again with Hyde. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's
I done came up, bustin' down the whole broke and step back. Bunch of people swag, ain't even gotta ask. What are those? What is that? Please don't touch my rap. Please don't touch my rap. I'm racked up like rappers. I'm wrapped up on camera. Get out on camera. Squeeze like asthma. It's rare wrath when I wear wrath. Bear wrath when I wear wrath. Might invest into some rap shit. Lord, still shit rap. And I'm dripping on rags. Rick gonna be the tag. Do the digital dash. Yeah, I'm boasting, never brag. Please don't touch my rap. Or the crisp and ash. Glasses. The W Anderson collab. Yeah, you pop it like it. Yeah, you drop it on the. I'ma buy another. Cause boys bring it back. Yeah, you know how to make it last. Plus and keeping tabs. I'ma fly first class. Quavo hit him with it. Please don't touch my rap.
Don't step on my Russ Simmons. Don't step on my Russ Simmons. Don't step on my Russ Simmons. Do you know how much I'm spending? My closet it worth about $1 million. To the little out the runway. In the kitchen. Ralph Simmons. All kind of crazy colors. Living color. Left wrist. Roll it. Ice. Mason Margiela my sweater. Mama told me never settle. Ralph Simmons don't lace him. Got your wanna.
Huh? Wait, don't wanna talking about the paper. I swear to God, these be haters. They be hating, I feel out of living cul-de-sac. Don't